Hey you guys, so in October 2018, I traveled to Cairo, Egypt. It was a very fun and enlightening trip, and I really enjoyed the culture, the spaces, even just riding down the street and taking video of the people and places. This was me at a marketplace in Old Cairo, and Egypt was another very vibrant, very unique country, and I really liked being here. The people were amazing. Even the traffic was unlike anything that I had ever seen, and I have lived in New York City. But Egypt was great. Cairo was beautiful. I love the history because I'm a huge history buff, and I just want to talk a little bit about my experience. One of the first things that I did was sail the Nile River, and it was absolutely beautiful to see downtown Cairo from this vantage point. I also want to mention that Egyptians are just very sweet, from the men to the women. They're very nice, very courteous, and just overall friendly people. This was one of my drivers. I met a lot of nice tour guides. Even the school children that I would meet while I was out on excursions all wanted to take pictures if they thought you looked American. I also got to try on a lot of cool things like this unique regalia. I also got to eat a lot of cool food in Cairo. One of the best parts was visiting Coptic Cairo, where there were just a lot of beautiful churches from even the time when Jesus was living. You know, he stayed at some of those churches. Again, the school children really wanted to talk a lot. So many beautiful places were made out of pure alabaster. And another thing, I did eat a lot of carbs while I was in Cairo. They eat a lot of carbs with their food. I also rode a camel and almost fell over its neck, so that was not fun. But the places that I visited were absolutely beautiful. Like I said, many places were very old. I got to see the Sphinx as well as the pyramids of Giza, and I will say just be mindful to be courteous while you're traveling. I did run into a lot of rude Americans and Europeans and even people from India, and it was not a good look to see people of other cultures being rude to the main culture. You know, I didn't like that some people were rude to Egyptians. So this is me touching the Nile River, and this was a light and sound show at the pyramids. It was so awesome. Just want to give these tips while traveling in Egypt. Make sure that you have a friend or somebody who knows the landscape who can take you around. This was my friend that I met on a Facebook group. Her name was Rodwood, and she is very sweet. Be also aware that you're a tourist and people know that, and so people will try to haggle with you for different prices on things, and you know, it's just good to be prepared and to have someone that you know who can also help you to get the best prices on stuff. Additionally, do a little bit of research on what is constituted as Egyptian customs, because even things like looking a man in the eye can be considered flirty, and I had more than a few people do some things that I was a little bit uncomfortable with. So just know to protect yourself while you're traveling. And always stay in places that are near or very close to things like a U.S. embassy, a palace, even things like fire departments or police departments. And make sure that the places where you're staying, you know, you've read the reviews, and more than maybe 5 or 6 people can vouch for the places or the cities that you're staying in. Cairo is very safe, but again, there are a lot of things to be aware of while you're traveling in Cairo. So I'll see you guys later.